welcome. We have a nice little group here of pilgrims, and we'd love to have you come here and join us on pilgrimage too. If you get a chance to come to visit EWTN, please contact our pilgrimage department at 205-271-2966. That's 205-271-2966. You can also go to our website, www.ewtn.com. All right, now I have a question from our studio audience. Ma'am, where are you from?
North Carolina.
Good to have you here, and what is your question?
I wonder how to evangelize my children who are no longer practicing their faith.
Yeah, do any of them practice their faith?
No.
No. How many do you have?
3.
3. And do they practice any faith at all?
One did, but they don't now.
Okay, so they become fairly secular then?
Yes.
Yeah. The number of things that you can do. You know, they're probably too old to, just make them sit in the corner anymore, right? Right. And so since they don't sit in the corner anymore, then you got to talk to them a different way. And this is as adults. You have to deal with them as adults. One of the best things you can do is listen to where they are in terms of their religious experience. Listen to where they are. What are the concerns that they have? And they may have no concerns. And so you can raise the question for them. Are you at all thinking about whether or not you're going to go to heaven or to hell? That's, a good question to ask them. Oh, Mom, don't be. But, I said, I'm just here to ask you. I've got, limited time. I'm probably a lot closer to the day of my death than I am to the day of my birth. So I'm keeping myself ready for heaven. Are you going to be in heaven too? Or are you going to end up in hell? That's my question for you. Oh, Mom, I guarantee you this. If you don't argue with them at that point and get mad at them, just lay the issue out straight up, then later on, that question is going to bother them. That is going to stick under them like the pea underneath the princess's mattress, and it's going to keep them awake. And it may not come to them that day or that year, but the question, especially, God willing, they'll go to your funeral and not you to theirs. But God willing, they'll be at your funeral. And at that point, they will remember that question. I guarantee you. And they'll remember. One of the things they'll say about you is, Mom wanted to go to heaven, and she wants us there too. That would be the way to challenge them. And you don't have to raise a rant or anything like that at all, because that won't work. But something like that will touch them. And that's what I would recommend. Does that make sense?
Yes, Father.
And then after that, the discussion might open up.